Hi everyone, today's video is going to be an update on my Pan That palette for 2018. Hippocampus wanted to make another appearance. He's literally been sitting on the couch all day. They like to make appearances in my video. Kanga's right behind me. Kanga doesn't make appearances very much because she's not as tall. Y'all can tell I'm moving. I'm collecting things. Oh yeah. Here's Kanga. If you've never seen her, she's the reason why my channel is called Becky Loves Kanga. But anyway, that's not what today's video. Hey babies. I've been filming on the ground, and they're a big fan, and I just feel like it, because I got rid of that Sterilite container in my declutter. If you've watched that, I'll link that video below in case you missed it. But because I got rid of that Sterilite container, it's not as high, so now I have to film on the ground, but I kind of like it. Y'all get a lot more pups. Hopefully you don't care about that. I like the pups. They're my children. But anyway, today we're going to be updating you on the Lorac Beauty and the Beast Pan That palette. So I am filming a little bit later in the day. It's about 6 o'clock now. I usually film earlier. So I'm hoping that that will help with the reflection. It seems like it is a little bit. I know this is a really reflective palette. But anyway, I'm supposed to update y'all on the 15th of every month. That's the goal. I was out of town. I ran out of air. You know, things happen. So hopefully y'all don't care. But this is the palette. Tale as old as time. Y'all can tell that it's getting a little bit worse for wear. Some of that gold is chipping off. But in general, it's still holding up pretty well. And I can't feel like I can't really fault the palette for that. Because, you know, I mean, I don't feel like most things with really cute packaging are made to be traveled with as much as I've traveled with this. And there are 16 shades, but previously I had pan on 4 shades. We have a new pan, so if y'all can see Swept Up, this black, I just hit myself in the face with it, this black glittery shade, I have some pan on it. So that means I have pan in Dream It, which is my inner corner highlight that I use pretty much every day. Beast Mode, which I like to use in the outer V. What is this called? Enchanting, which is like a really pretty gold with a little bit of a pink shift. Swept Up, I use it as a liner. And Chip In, which I use as like my brow bone highlight. So I've got a decent amount of pan. I feel like Beast Mode I've definitely made a lot of progress on. Dream It for sure, because like I said, I use it every single day. So I'm really excited by that. I feel like I'm, you know, just chugging along. I know that for other people's pans, they have made a lot more progress than I have. This is my first ever project pan. I said at the beginning, and I've said it the whole time. I'm not planning on finishing up this entire palette within a year. I will be adding a new palette in the beginning of 2019. I don't know which palette yet. Every time, y'all know I do my weekly product pan where I pick a product. I mean, like this week, it is in the Sephora Minnie's World in Color. It's this purple that's on my lid. So if you're like, oh, that purple is not from your palette. No, but everything else is. It's this shade. I'm kind of like, ooh, I want to pan this. But I have like 4 or 5 ideas of what I want to pan, and I can't decide. They're all rainbow palettes, or colorful palettes. But anyway, I have decided that what I want to start doing, because again, this was my first palette. I didn't know what I wanted. I think that I want to have like a 2-year goal, not a 1 year. I know a lot of people get it all at 1 year, and that's cool. I like to take, on the weekends, I don't use my Pan That palette or any project pan items except for my weekly product pan. But I like to kind of give myself free reign, and I don't want to feel like I have to use these every single day. I'm not about panning a look or things like that. I don't multi-use my palettes like this highlighter. I don't know if you can tell. It is flashing purple. It's from the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. I haven't used it in a long time, but I kind of like it. But anyway, that's just not how I want to do my makeup. I want to still use highlighter every single day because I have a bunch of highlighters. So I feel like the way I do it, I think a 2-year program is good. I want in the first year to be able to pan every single item. And in the second year, like, so hit pan. So like I said, right now I have 5 visible pans in this palette. So again, those 5. And in the next year, I'll try to use up every single shade. So we've got 6 months left. So I started this on January 15th, so to January 15th, 2019, I have 6 months to get there, and I have 11 shades that need pan. If you can see these 3 at top, this one, 1, 2, 3, and these bottom 4. And so that's the goal. Now, certain ones I'm a little questioning. Really, the only one I'm worried about is this Inner Beauty shade. Y'all can see it does have a little bit of a dip. I've used this as my transition shade every single day. I did my transition today, so I'm nervous. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep working on it. So for this next month, I'm going to choose 2 eyeshadows that I'd like to hit pan on. Obviously, if I choose 2 a month, there's going to be 1 month where I only choose 1. But the goal is that then I can mess up 1 month. But I don't want to mess up, but you know, just in case. Or at the end, I'll just have 1 shadow to hit pan on. But anyway, these 2 are what I want to hit pan on this month. Now these are my, so I have 3 shades in here. Swept Up, Spellbreaker, and Real You are those matte bases with glitter inside of them. Especially with Real You, I feel like it has a lot of kick up. So they're slightly easier to hit pan on. These are all Lorac shadows, which are known for their kick up. Like I said, this Inner Beauty, no kick up at all. But these 2 shades do have a lot, so I feel like that's okay. My goal is I'm going to use these every day until there's pan in them. Then I'll kind of branch out, use the rest of the palette. I'm not going to do the same look every day because I just can't do that. I don't like that. But at least if I incorporate both of these shades into my look every day, I do feel like I'll be able to hit pan on them. This Real You shade has a pretty nice dip in it as it is. And I actually have this in my crease. So it does have glitter in it. And the glitter is visible. But I really like today's look. I think it's really pretty. So I put Inner Beauty as my transition. Real You in the crease. Then on the outer V, I have this shade Impress, which is also what's down on my lower lash line. On my lid, like I said, I have that shade from Sephora, Minnie's World in Color. Dream It on my inner corner. Swept Up. No, not Swept Up, I'm sorry. Chip In as my brow bone highlight. And I really like today's look. I feel like it's pretty. I do have Spellbreaker as my liner. So I feel like if I use these 2 shades every day, I should be able to hit pan on them. I think that's realistic for the next month. Like I said, today is the 26th, so it's like 20 days really, but close enough, you know. I will be moving, if you don't know, I've said it many times, but just in case, I'm moving next week. So when I'm moving, I'm not going to be putting on makeup, so we'll see. Obviously, that doesn't mean I'm not going to focus on the rest of this palette. I would love to have some empty pans completely by the end of this year. I keep thinking that Chip In, I'm going to have a lot gone, and I just haven't. These matte shades, I don't know, I feel like they're pretty tightly packed. So I have Chip In, Real You, or sorry, Inner Beauty, like I've discussed a few times. Romance and Impress and Our Guest are all matte. And those are our deeper shades. I like to use them in the outer V. Sometimes I used Our Guest in the crease, but it can get a little dark. And then we have TikTok and Look Beyond. And those 2 shades I really like in the crease. I feel like they're really good colors for the crease. TikTok does have a little bit of a dip, but the rest of them, not really. So I feel like these mattes are going to be hard, which is why I don't know. I don't know if I'll finish Chip In. I feel like I should. I would like to be able to finish a couple of these shades within this year, but the goal is to finish, or to hit pan on all 16. So hopefully that makes sense. By next month, I hope to have pan in Spellbreaker and Real You. And if I do that, I'll be really happy. So again, this is my palette at this moment. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please leave any questions, requests, suggestions, comments down below. Talking to you is one of my favorite things, so I'd love to hear from you. And with that, I'll just see y'all real soon. Bye.